chosen by you. Forever, I'm your friend. You'll always be right here with me. I'm so thankful for your love. No matter what I do, I know this is true. You're by my side, you'll never leave. I wanna thank you, God, for showing me who I am. You're so good, you help me to understand. We are your sons and daughters. You're such an amazing father. Thank you, God, for coming to rescue me. You're so good, God, you're everything I need. Every minute of every day, I just wanna say thank you, God. I'm blown away by your love for me. It goes on and never ends. I belong to you, I'm chosen by you. Forever, I'm your friend. You'll always be right here with me. I'm so thankful for your love. No matter what I do, I know this is true. You're by my side, you'll never leave. I wanna thank you, God, for showing me who I am. You're so good, you help me to understand. We are your sons and daughters. You're such an amazing father. Thank you, God, for coming to rescue me. You're so good, God, you're everything I need. Every minute of every day, I just wanna say thank you, God. You sent your son to set us free. For your love and kindness, I will sing. You sent your son to set us free. For your love and kindness, I will sing. I wanna thank you, God, for showing me who I am. You're so good, you help me to understand. We are your sons and daughters. You're such an amazing father. Thank you, God, for coming to rescue me. You're so good, God, you're everything I need. Every minute of every day, I just wanna say thank you, God.
Welcome to Story Lab. This week, we're talking about humility, while we take a look at the story of a really unusual breakfast. Hey, I'm Skylar.
And I'm Sebastian.
We're talking about humility, which is putting others first by giving up what you think you deserve.
So what are we doing today?
This.
Taking out the trash.
Take a look inside.
Okay.
Hold on.
I feel like I'm doing surgery.
Go ahead.
One banana peel, eggshell, more eggshells,
I like omelets.
coffee grounds.
Dark roast. This is the way.
Ooh. Why are we doing an archaeological dig of your breakfast?
Not just my breakfast.
Let me guess, you lost a contact?
Nope.
I give up.
What do you see?
A bunch of garbage.
I see pure gold.
I think you need to get your eyes checked.
This stuff can turn into something amazing.
What?
Ta-da!
Dirt.
Not just any old dirt. Compost.
Compost is decayed organic matter used to fertilize and nourish garden soil.
This stuff adds all kinds of nutrients. It can make plants grow like crazy.
But how does all that turn into this?
I'm so glad you asked. Let's make it. There are actually a bunch of ways to make compost. You can go outside and dig a hole about a foot deep, but you can also just compost on your kitchen counter with a bin like this.
So you just dump the stuff into the bin and it turns to compost?
Not quite. You need 2 ingredients for your compost recipe, greens and browns.
I see green and I see brown.
actually, these are all greens. Fruit and veggie scraps, eggshells, tea bags, and coffee grounds are all greens because they have a lot of nitrogen in them. If you have this many greens, you need 3 times as many browns.
Ooh, will these do?
Nope. Browns are rich in carbon, stuff like shredded newspaper, dried leaves, and cardboard. We need to feed our compost with 1 part greens and 3 parts brown.
I'm on it. All right, that's 1 green, and then 3 brown. There we go. Now we keep doing that, right?
Yep.
2
2.
and 3. And then we need 1 of this.
Yes. Well, it is basically garbage.
That's it?
Pretty much. You can feed your bin greens and browns, and with the right balance of carbon and nitrogen, it'll help it decompose quickly. And it also helps to turn it over every few days.
What a cool way to turn something no one wants into dirt. Really helpful, awesome dirt.
There's more than one way to make something good out of something not. It's time for...
The story before the story.
Today, we're in John, the 4th book in the New Testament. But before John, in the very beginning, out of a deep, deep love, God made an amazing world.
But when people turned away from God, the world was broken. God made a plan to draw people back into relationship. So at the right time, God sent his very own son, Jesus, to come live among us.
When Jesus grew up, he traveled from town to town, teaching and healing.
But the religious leaders made plans to get rid of him. Jesus was crucified on a cross and died.
But early Sunday morning, Jesus returned to life. Lots of his friends saw him.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
Hey everyone, I'm Chloe.
Hey, Chloe.
After Jesus defeated death, he appeared to Mary Magdalene and then to his closest friends, and lots of other followers too. We can only imagine how amazed and overjoyed they were, and how many questions they had, especially Peter.
I said 3 times I didn't know Jesus. Is he angry with me? Does he still want me to be his friend?
It was true. The night before Jesus was crucified, Peter had promised he would die before denying Jesus.
Where I am going, you can't follow now, but you will follow me later.
Lord, why can't I follow you now? I will give my life for you.
Will you really give your life for me? Before the rooster crows, you will say 3 times that you don't know me.
Within hours, Jesus was arrested. Many of Jesus' friends had fled, but Peter followed behind, trying to remain unnoticed. As Jesus was questioned by the high priest, Peter stayed outside, warming himself by a fire. A servant girl questioned him.
You aren't one of Jesus' disciples too, are you?
Peter was cold and scared, so he let fear take over.
I am not.
2 more times, Peter denied knowing Jesus. Then, a rooster crowed, just as Jesus had said, and Peter realized the terrible thing he had done. That had only been a short time before. Even though Jesus was now alive again, Peter wasn't sure what Jesus thought of him. So, Peter did what he often did when something was bothering him. He gathered a few friends and went fishing. All night long, they threw out their nets, but by early morning, they still hadn't caught a single fish. As they returned to shore, they saw a lone figure standing there.
Friends, don't you have any fish?
No.
Throw your net on the right side of the boat. There you will find some fish.
That makes 0 sense.
Even though it seemed ridiculous, Peter gave it a try. And within moments, the net was so full of fish, they couldn't even pull it onto the boat.
It's Jesus.
In his excitement, Peter forgot his worries and splashed as fast as he could toward Jesus. When he reached the shore, Peter found that Jesus had already cooked fish over a campfire.
Come and have breakfast.
Jesus offered the fish and some bread to Peter and his friends. The last time they had eaten together was the night Jesus died. But so much had happened since then. They may have been quiet as they ate, wondering how things would be different now. When they finished breakfast, Jesus called Peter aside. Maybe they took a walk on the beach. I bet Peter's heart was pounding fast.
This is it.
Peter, do you love me more than these others do?
This was not what Peter expected. He took a deep breath and answered.
Yes, Lord. You know that I love you.
Feed my lambs.
Now, let's be clear. There were no sheep on the beach. Jesus didn't mean for Peter to take some lambs out into a field of green grass. But many times, Peter had heard Jesus call himself the Good Shepherd, while the people around him were like sheep.
Jesus wants me to take care of the people who follow him.
Again, Jesus asked,
Peter, do you love me?
Yes, Lord. You know that I love you.
Take care of my sheep.
Peter was getting anxious again. Why had Jesus asked a second time? Didn't Jesus believe him? A third time, Jesus asked,
Peter, do you love me?
Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you.
Feed my sheep.
Peter was frustrated that Jesus kept repeating this until he realized.
Jesus has asked me 3 times if I love him. Maybe that's once for every time I said I didn't know him.
Jesus had not only forgiven Peter, Jesus was inviting Peter to care for all the people who would follow Jesus now and in the years to come. Following Jesus wouldn't be easy, but it would be worth it. Every step of the way. The end.
Wow, so Peter really messed up, but Jesus still loved him.
Yeah, Jesus didn't leave him hanging.
Exactly. Peter was the one who denied Jesus, but Jesus took time to make it right between them.
So, what's our part in the story?
Well, if someone wrongs you, it's super easy to stay mad. But even if you feel like you have a right to stay mad, humility means choosing to forgive and make things right.
Maybe your friend didn't call and invite you to their house on Saturday like they said they would. Instead of being mad and refusing to talk to them until they talk to you first, you can go to your friend.
You can tell your friend you were hurt, but still care about them and want to hang out.
Or your big sister promised to give you a ride to school, but she left early, and you had to wait for the bus in the rain.
Instead of giving your sister the cold shoulder, go to her. Tell her that it wasn't okay, but you still love her.
And if you are the one who hurt someone else, it's just as important to make things right with them.
This is not easy stuff.
But it's super important.
You're absolutely right. See you next time.
Bye, Chloe.
So here's the thing. Put others first by making things right.
Got it. Do you think Peter and Jesus composted their breakfast leftovers?
No idea.
Hold on a sec. All right. She looks hungry.
Apple core?
Nom, 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 nom. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab. See you next time.
sent your son to set us free. For your love and kindness I will sing. You sent your son to set us free. For your love and kindness I will sing. I wanna thank you, God, for showing me who I am. You're so good, you help me to understand. We are your sons and daughters. You're such an amazing father. Thank you, God, for coming to rescue me. You're so good, God, you're everything I need. Every minute of every day, I just wanna say thank you, God.
Oh, sorry I'm late. Oh, right. You want peace for our bonsai club. Shh. Lips are sealed.
Are you done?
Almost. It's beautiful, isn't it? Shh.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brandon, and welcome to the So&So show. As you can see, my co-host John isn't here with me today, but I've been told that a substitute host should be here any minute. So there they are. Hi. Hello.
Hello, are you Brandon?
Yes, Brandon. And you are?
Peter, Paul, and Maria.
Peter, Paul, and Maria.
Yes, but you can call me Pete.
Okay. Pete,
Oh,
you look familiar.
huh?
You.
Me? No. Huh? What? I don't know. Me? All right, so here's the deal. I'm not really Peter. I'm John, the co-host of the So&So show. But I'm on a show today called Undercover Host. In a world of media celebrities that are meant to be a voice to and for the people, one man has made it his mission to discover who is a good host and who needs to find a new gig. Find out today on another episode of Undercover Host. So, you see, it's me, but I'm worried Brandon may suspect something.
Yeah, I know it's John, but I'm going to have a little fun with him before I tell him I know.
Oh, welcome back!
Thanks. You know, I usually sit there, actually.
Oh, of course! I didn't know that since it's my first time here.
Right. Well, so...
Oh, you want me to move?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Oh, but of course.
Okay, here you go. Okay. I love that. That's great.
What?
All right, the way you walk is so cool.
How is that?
All right, well, you know, like
I do not walk like that.
Yeah. All right. I think we should do the show, if that's all right.
Yes, we should. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the So&So show. I am...
Peter?
Yes, very good. Yeah. A good host always remembers people's names, and this is Brandon. We have an incredible show for you today, don't we, Brandon?
That we do, Pete. You know what? I have to say that was a really great intro.
Wait, thank you.
Yeah, clear, precise, to the point.
Thank you.
And your voice is like authoritative and welcoming.
Thank you.
Yeah, much better than my usual co-host.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you are way better than John.
Way better?
Oh, yeah, way better. Whoo!
Apparently Brandon thinks my undercover host is better than me. Is it that my undercover host is that much better, or that Brandon thinks his regular host, me, isn't that great? Well, this is a job for undercover host. Okay.
Hey, where'd you go?
Oh, I just went over.
Shall we continue?
Absolutely. This is amazing.
It sounds like you don't think too highly of your co-host. John, was it?
Oh, no. John is really holding me back. And the only reason I keep doing this show is because he lets me use his basement studio.
Do you think there is anything he could do better?
Where do I start? His shirts? That hat? Does he even wash it?
Maybe it's something he's trying to establish as part of his on-camera persona.
Oh, yeah, because he has nothing else.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I just really want John to admit it's him. Am I being a little mean? Yeah. Too mean?
I knew being an undercover host would be hard, but this is brutal to hear what Brandon really thinks of my hosting. I just didn't think. I thought we were friends, and to hear this, it's not what I signed up for. I'm not crying. You're crying.
Oh, and then John is like, "Hidey-ho! Look, I don't know how to stand up like a normal person. Whoa! Whoa! Wow!" He's falling down all the time. He's clumsier than an ostrich waking up from anesthesia.
Brandon?
Yeah.
It's me.
What?
Yeah, I'm not actually Peter.
Of course.
What do you mean, of course?
Come on, man. I knew it was you the whole time.
You did?
Yes. I mean, I got you good.
Well, if you know it was me, why did you say all those things?
I was just joking around with you.
Well, if I'm honest, it really hurt my feelings.
Oh, come on.
It really hurt my feelings.
Okay.
It's Bible story time with Kellen!
Hey, Kellen.
Hey, guys. Want to talk about it?
Oh, John over here can't take a joke.
Brandon said some pretty mean things.
I was kidding.
I am clumsier than an ostrich waking up from anesthesia.
That's funny.
It cuts deep, Brandon. It cuts deep.
Pronounced anesthesia.
Anesthesia?
All right.
Don't make fun of me.
You know, we have a Bible story today about a couple of friends that had to work through something that happened to them.
Great. Take it away, Kellen.
Come on.
Our story today comes from the book of John, and it's about Jesus and Peter. The two of them had been through a lot, and Peter was one of Jesus' best friends. But Jesus knew that Peter was going to do something terrible. It all started after Jesus was arrested and taken away. Peter followed to see where Jesus was being taken. While he was there waiting, 3 different people asked him a question.
You also were with Jesus of Galilee.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You aren't one of Jesus' disciples too, are you?
No!
Didn't I see you in the garden with Jesus?
No!
When Jesus needed him the most, Peter pretended like he didn't even know who Jesus was. Well, over the next few days, Jesus was killed, buried, and then he rose from the dead. That was incredible. But Peter had to still be thinking about what had happened between him and Jesus. Was Jesus disappointed? Angry? Well, Peter would soon find out. One night, Peter and some other disciples went fishing. They'd been fishing all night and hadn't caught a thing. That's when someone appeared on the shore and said,
Friends, don't you have any fish?
No!
Throw your nets over the right side of the boat. That's where you'll find some fish.
Right side of the boat? Sure, okay. Hey, why not? Fellas, what do we have to lose? Are you kidding me?
We can't pull this in.
It's too heavy.
What? Who is?
It is the Lord.
It's Jesus?
Peter was so excited to see Jesus, he could not wait. He jumped in and swam to shore. When he got there, Jesus had already been making breakfast out of fish and bread. After they had eaten this breakfast, Jesus asked Peter a question.
Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these others do?
Yes, Lord. You know I love you.
Feed my lambs.
Jesus knew the time was coming for him to leave the earth. Now, there probably weren't any sheep on the seashore that day, but Jesus, many times before, had referred to himself as the shepherd and his followers as his sheep. Jesus wanted Peter to take care of his followers, but Jesus asked twice more.
Peter, son of John, do you love me?
Yes, Lord. You know I love you.
Take care of my sheep. Peter, son of John, do you love me?
Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you.
Feed my sheep.
Just as Peter had said 3 times that he didn't know Jesus, Jesus asked Peter 3 times if he loved him. It was probably hard for Peter to hear Jesus ask 3 different times if he loved him. But even though Peter had messed up and really hurt Jesus, Jesus still loved Peter and made things right with him. The end.
It's a great story, Kellen.
Yeah.
Sure thing. I think y'all got it from here.
Yeah, I think we do. Thanks. You know, that story got me thinking. it wasn't very funny for me to say those things about you. Sorry.
Well, thanks, bud. So you think I'm a good co-host?
Yeah, you know I do.
Okay, thanks. Well, then you know what to do.
Feed your sheep?
No. Reveal the question.
Oh, yeah, reveal the question. When is it hard to make things right?
Whew. It's hard when you accidentally break something that belongs to someone else and you don't have money to replace it.
It's hard when you say something that hurts someone else's feelings. I mean, you can't take back your words once they're out of your mouth.
Oh, and it's a given. We're going to mess up sometimes. We're going to say and do things that hurt friends and family.
And friends and family are going to say and do things that hurt you too.
But we should try and make things right, even when it's hard.
That's right. Hey, remember, we have an incredible example in Jesus who showed us how to forgive.
Indeed. I think that's all the time we have for today.
Yeah, but we'll see you next time on the So&So Show with your new host, Lyle Poppin' J. Markowitz the 7th. We're gonna have so much F-U-N fun.
Brandon? Where did Brandon go?
No.
Who are you?
No,
Come on, Brandon!
No, it's me, John. No, really, it's me. Are you?
Brandon!
Okay, you reveal the question. Well, what's the question, Popsicle Stand?
I usually wait for it to fall from the ceiling and onto the ground there, but there's not one. So let's make up a question.
All right.
Why are cheese? Yeah.
I've often thought about that one, and I think it's because the milk got old.